into what type exactly? Grass, so we can actually catch it with the blizzard. This game ain't over. Here comes the blizzard. They did not expect it at all. How you doing, everyone? It's Matt Electric here, and we're back on the Battle Stadium using a really cool gravity team that has plenty of inaccurate attacks. So if gravity is down, I'm sure I'll miss all of them. Yeah, this team's kind of cool, right? So you've got booster energy, super fast sandy shocks to set the gravity, and then you blast everything with 100% accurate hypnosises, blizzards, power whips, Draco meteors and heat waves. You've got the speed control with the Talonflame. You've got also Lumina Crash on Espathra, which is great to support Iron Bundle and Sandy Shocks as well as the Hydreigon, because you can go for Lumina Crash plus plus an attack and just cause massive damage. Some weaknesses of this team. It's quite frail, right? Like Talonflame, Espathra, Iron Bundle. Sandy Shocks is not the bulkiest thing in the world either. Hydreigon is very bulky, and Serena is relatively bulky too, although it is, yeah, it's pretty bulky. So if you are caught on the wrong end of the speed control situation, like if you're going second on a turn, you might be in trouble, and you need to be really careful with it. This team actually got top 4 in the Hatterene Series 1 tournament. That happened fairly recently. Zelda Vox went 5-2 with it, which is pretty cool. So, which is really cool. So, really looking forward to using this team. Links in the description, as always. Okay, guys. So, cracking on with the first game. We have a Rain team that kind of looks like it's also designed for Trick Room without a Trick Room on. Although, I guess Fluttermane could have Trick Room. That's possible. You are severely weak to water, my friend. So, I don't know if you're particularly great in this situation, but we're going to bring you anyway, because we need to set gravity. I actually really like the Iron Bundle here. I think it's really solid. I could definitely see my opponent leading with Arcanine. That's for sure. I'm kind of wondering if my best bet is to lead with a Espathra here. And the reason I think that is because I can go for a Lumina Crash followed up by an Earth Power and probably take out the Arcanine regardless of if it snarls. Of course, if he does snarl, then Espathra doesn't take any damage, or it will take damage, but we won't have a special attack drop. So let's try this. I don't know how well this is going to go, but we'll give it a go. We'll bring Bundle in the back because I just know it's really good here. And do I want to go with you? I think I might, you know. Being able to block the Fake Out, block an Extreme Speed. You've got Taunt as well, which could be good for the Amoonguss. This is a really interesting matchup, and I've got no idea how it's going to go. Power Whip obviously good into the Dreadnought. The Dreadnought does run Ice Spinner. I'm really curious, because I have no idea how this is going to go. I've got no idea what my opponent's going to lead. So it's going to be the Fluttermane plus Iron Hand. So this looks like it could be a Fake Out plus Trick Room. Which is a little bit of an issue, but we'll see how we go. Now, I wonder if he goes Fake Out plus Moonblast, and I wonder what he decides to Fake Out into. That would be my other question here. I'm going to see if I can go straight for Gravity, and I'm going to see if I can go for Hypnosis into the Fluttermane. And if he goes Shadow Ball into Espathra, then he goes Shadow Ball into Espathra. But he might expect me to protect. I can see this being Fake Out Trick Room, you know. I've got such like a fast team. I really can see this being Fake Out Trick Room. Ah, that's annoying. I wanted him to Fake Out the Espathra. And he actually ends up going Icy Winter, so this isn't too bad. This is okay. It'd be really good if we can hit the Hypnosis. Obviously, him seeing that my speed didn't drop on Espathra shows that I'm no longer... it shows that I'm Covert Cloak, so... I wonder if my opponent here would let me go... just let me go Earth Power with Lumina Crash. And now, because of the Icy Wind, I think Espathra should outspeed. Honestly, I don't know for sure, but I think it should. Or I play this a lot safer and literally just go Gravity plus Hypnosis. That's safer, isn't it? It's much safer. He ends up switching out the Fluttermane. And this is kind of the aim with this team. You just disrupt with Hypnosis as much as possible. And the fact that I can I can put them under this much pressure is great. Oh, Espathra went first, of course. Oh, that's so annoying. That's fine. This is my second game with this team, so it's alright. Obviously, yeah, the Icy Wind made it so that I can't do that. Goes Wild Charge into Espathra. Espathra are actually able to live that. But Gravity is now up, right? So I wonder if the play here is to switch out into Serena, expecting the extreme speed. And then we just go Hypnosis into you. I think that's the play. I'm just kind of Hypnosis spamming at this point, just hoping I can get myself into a bit of a decent situation. But, like, if he wants to Flare Blitz my my Sanity Shocks, he absolutely could. I guess he would be concerned about potential Earth Power. But I think if I'm in my opponent's situation, I'd probably go Extreme Speed into... Well, I mean, I wouldn't go Extreme Speed because I know that my opponent could have Serena in the back, but... It's kind of awkward. It is kind of awkward. They may go Flare Blitz plus, like, Wild Charge, but... They do E-Speed. Okay, we call that correctly. And we can go with the Hypnosis here, which is fantastic. And now I want to get my my guy back in. So I would expect Arcanine to go for a Protector. Some don't run it, but I would expect it to go for Protect, because it obviously doesn't want to get hit by Hypnosis. So I could U-turn. I don't think I am going to U-turn. I think I'm just going to harden the Sandy Shocks. And he would surely expect me to click Hypnosis here. Let's go for a Lumina Crush into you. I'm fully expecting a Protect. If he doesn't Protect, he doesn't Protect. There's not much you can do in best of one, or close team sheets, unfortunately, but let's see how we get on. Expecting a Protect, and there's no Protect. That's really unfortunate. Maybe we'll see a Snarl then. No, you're going to Flare Blitz, aren't you? Oh, you know, you just Snarl. Okay, that's alright. I think. I think this is okay. We threaten the opponent's Iron Hands with... Oh, and they wake up first turn. That sucks so badly. That sucks so much. That first turn wake up. This team feels so vulnerable to everything. It feels so vulnerable to it. I feel like I have to get every single play right. And I think on the turn preview, when I put the bundle, when I put the hands to sleep, I should have just clicked. I should have just tried to take it out. I think I should only be going for Hypnosis when I feel like I need to do it. And then on the full turn, I can go for Hypnosis into Arcanine. I don't have an issue. Who knows? Maybe I can get a freeze. Arcanine actually might just not have Protect. He honestly might not have Protect, so... But I don't want to Hydro Pump here again, because in case they do have Protect. It's really a toss-up. You just don't know these days what... I mean, they're running E-Speed plus Snarl. That would mean they... And Flare Blitz. So that means they've either not got Will-O-Wisp, or they've not got Protect. So this is probably a 4 attacks one, really. Might even be Assault Vest. It might even be Assault Vest. But if he ends up going for Snarl, then maybe I can freeze him. Obviously, if I freeze him and he goes for Flare Blitz, he thaws out straight away, so that kind of sucks. But if he's going for Snarl, there's a chance we freeze. He's going to Terrestrialize the Arcanine. Or she's going to Terrestrialize the Arcanine. Into what type exactly? Grass, so we can actually catch it with the Blizzard. Oh, that could be huge. Oh, that could be massive. This game ain't over. Here comes the Blizzard. They did not expect it at all. And it's enough to take out the Arcanine in one hit. Iron Bundle coming out here with the giant Blizzard. My opponent, fearing the Hydro Pump and Power Whip here, finishes off the Amoonguss. A huge turn to turn this game on its head. A huge turn. My opponent, of course, cannot click Fake Out with the Serena on the field because of Queenly Majesty. And we do have the Focus Sash as well on Iron Bundle, so if he chooses to Drain Punch, then you know, that's kind of good for me. So on my opponent's team, I don't believe we saw a Booster Energy. So it's probably Focus Sash on the thing. On the Flutter Mane. So I'm going to go... I don't think Blizzard's going to take it down to the Sash, though. I'm going to have to Power Whip. Or maybe the play here is actually, because I'm Focus Sashed and Iron Bundle generally outspeeds, maybe the play here is actually... Can I go back, please? Power Whip you and Blizzard. Blizzard, of course, has that chance of freezing. But I wonder if my best bet here is if I can get rid of this Iron Bundle and keep my Focus Sash, I possibly just straight up win the game. So here we go with the Blizzard. It's good damage. It's not enough damage. Power Whip follows up from Serena, taking out the Iron Bundle. At one point I thought this game was over, and now I think we may have won it. Unless we get very, very unlucky. Gravity returns to normal. So we are relying on inaccurate attacks here, but we're going to go for the Power Whip. We're going to go for the Hydro Pump. We need one of these attacks to hit, I think, to win the game. But they end up forfeiting, and this team picks up the win. Wow. That Terrestrialize on the Arcanine lost my opponent the game. There was no... I really didn't have much for it. I would have had to target the Hydro Pump. But honestly, I was just hoping he would click Snarl. And I was going to try and freeze him with the Blizzard. And on the following turn, I'd go for the Hydro Pump. But we kind of lucked out in the end. We kind of lucked out. That's, you know, you play to your outs. I played to freezes. Didn't get a freeze, but they towered into Grass type anyway. Just so I could one-shot it. Definitely not Assault Vest. But I do think it was 4 attacks because we didn't see Protect at all. So let's jump into the next game. Okay, so our next game is against Meowscarada, Grimmsnarl, Indeedee, King Gambit, Gallade, and Armarouge. So how exactly do we want to go about this? So I could lead the Hydreigon and start snarling, which is fine as long as King Gambit's not on the field. And if he does go Indeedee Armarouge, then this is obviously great. If he ends up going with not King Gambit, I mean, yeah, the King Gambit as well, but if he ends up going with Grimmsnarl, then I might need to rethink things as well, because obviously we're weak to Fairy. I could go Spathra here, actually. My other thought is that it could be a U-turn Meowscarada into Armarouge, which terrors, and then Weakness Policy gets activated. And if that's the case, then that could be yikes. I think I need to bring something just in case he ends up going with the Grimmsnarl lead. So what can I use to help me against Grimmsnarl? Is my best option just going with you? I don't know. I'm really not sure with a team like this what they go with. I can't imagine they go Indeedee Armarouge, considering I've got a Hydreigon. Yeah, okay, Indeedee gets Dazzling Gleam, but would you really do that? Like, really? I mean, we're AV Hydreigon, right? So we're perfectly set up to deal with that kind of a lead. It is Indeedee Armarouge. Now, I've been using Indeedee Armarouge quite a bit, and I know that in my... Well, to be fair, in Open Team Sheet, if I saw Snarl, I would be switching out. In this situation, I don't know. If you're in this situation, the problem is they don't do anything to Hydreigon, right? Like, they don't really do anything. And if they are going to switch, it's surely the Armarouge. So at least if I can catch the King Gambit on the switch, I can probably follow it up and knock it out in the next turn. But let's see. Unless, of course, they go follow me. Worst case scenario here is the Armarouge switches out and they go follow me, actually. Yeah, that would be a nightmare. But if they don't... I'm covering for if they decide to struggle. They're actually going to Terrestrialize, okay. That is interesting. What are they going to become? Fair! Oh, don't be Terra Blast. Don't be Terra Blast, I swear. Don't do it. Don't be Terra Blast. This is going to be so dumb if it's Terra Blast, honestly. It's going to be like Terra Blast plus Dazzling Gleam or something annoying, isn't it? Well, we get the Snarl off at least, which is great. It's actually Fairy Terra Blast Armarouge. I think we live that. No, we don't. Is that a crit? It's actually not. And now you're going to Trick Room. This is why Best of One close team sheet is so dumb. It is incredible. Because there is no way you predict that. I don't care who you are. You do not predict that. Not a chance. Not a chance do you predict that. I'm going to bring an Iron Bundle. And I am going to Protect. And I'm going to Gravity. And I'm basically going to be able to scout for... Well, I mean, I can scout to see what you go for. I assume this is going to be an Expanding Force. They end up going Follow Me, which is fine. But it's pretty important that... we're pretty bulky, right? So I'm hoping I can live 1. It would be really nice if we can get a Gravity up. Okay, yeah, we tanked that fine. Okay, cool. I'm going to go Life Orb now as well, which is great. So you have the Gravity. Be interested to see if they can guess that I've got Blizzard by me having Gravity. That would be really interesting to see. I'm going to go Blizzard and I'm going to go Protect with Sandy Shocks. They get Helping Hand, which is good because that means they're only going for 1 attack. So that's fantastic. We go for Protect and Blizzard should be able to take out the Armourouge. And if we get lucky, we get a freeze on the Indeedee. That would be incredible at this stage. That would be amazing. So here comes the Expanding Force. Going to bring us down to a Focus Sash. And this will allow us to even up the game on Pokemon count. Armourouge will 100% go down. Do we get Blizzard's secondary effects? There's the Feint. And... no. No, of course not. Oh, man. Alright, so the King Gambit switches in here. Honestly, I just don't think we have anything to deal with this. I really don't. I kind of needed to Terra Hydreigon for it, but there was no way in a million years I would have guessed what we saw. There's 2 turns of Trick Room left. I'm going to go Protect with Iron Bundle, and I'm going to switch out Sandy Shocks and bring in a Spathra, because the Spathra is able to do nothing. I think with this team, like, if you run into a Trick Room, you're kind of screwed. I feel like there's no counterplay. Like, okay, what, you've got Taunt on Serena, but... like... but, so what, they just go Follow Me plus Trick Room, and then you're done. Congratulations, they have got Trick Room up. And if Trick Room goes up in this team... I mean, okay, look, if it's open team sheets, you can definitely tell that Terra Blast is coming. But... I basically need to double Protect here, hopefully with Iron Bundle. And hope for the best. Can we get a double Protect? Let's try it. Come on, Bundle. There's Sandy Shocks. Can we get it with Bundle? Come on, Bundle. Oh, get it. Maybe there's a chance. There's still no chance because the Zag Terrain goes down this turn, then he just clicks Sucker Punch. So, you know, that's great. Very much wants to deal with Sandy Shocks, I guess, because he knows that that's probably got a better chance of taking it. Honestly, I think Psychic might do it anyway, but... so here, you just go with... you absolutely go for the Sucker Punch into Iron Bundle. I'm going to Protect again. And I'm going to go for an Earth Power into King Gambit and see if we can do something cool. Unfortunately, we don't get the triple Protect off. Wait, are you honestly not going to click Sucker Punch in this situation? All you have to do is click Sucker... okay, you do click Sucker Punch. Okay, that's really weird. I mean, I wish I clicked Thunder now, but it's fine. Come on. Special Defense drop. I'm going to Terra Ice Blizzard. And Gravity. Go on. Sucker Punch me. Sucker Punch my Sandy Shocks. Come on. If he Sucker Punches my Sandy Shocks... right, this is what's happening. Sucker Punch Sandy Shocks. Obviously doesn't do anything. We get Gravity up, right? Then Bundle deletes the Indeedee, and we get the freeze on the we get the freeze on the King Gambit. Come on, Sucker Punch Sandy Shocks. Oh, that's game over. You kind of see that, right? Like, I got my lead, right? Like, it was unfortunate with the, It was unfortunate with the terrestrialization of the Armourouge, but I really just couldn't. I just couldn't do anything. And like I say, the one bit of counterplay is the taunt. But what? I go with Serena and I just get smashed by the Armourouge, so it doesn't really change anything. I think there'll be people out there that are like, why don't you just terrestrialize the Hydreigon? And it's just like, well, then I just lose to I don't lose to Expanding Force, but the majority of Armourouge will Terra Grass, will Terra Dark. I've seen some that Terra Psychic as well. I've never seen Terra Fairy, and I think Terra Fairy gets a bit exposed in a best of 3 open team sheet situation. You just kind of get, because your opponent can then read it. Like, I can read it, I can then terrestrialize, I can get a Snarl off beforehand, and that way, yeah, okay, you're going for Expanding Force, but this time it's not super effective, and I'm able to drop you down to -1, and I'm in a much better situation. But sometimes, close team situations just out of your control. I don't really think I would have changed anything I would have done in that game. I don't think there's anything else I could have done. So, yeah, let's jump into Game 3. So, we've got a DONDOZO Tatsugiri Rain matchup, which is really interesting. I really like the idea of going with this lead. It doesn't look like there's any Trick Room, so maybe this team has a better shot here. Yeah, this is fine as a lead. What's the issue, right? I guess the issue would be Dreadnought, but I still think would be okay. In the back, probably Bundle. I mean, we don't know what the Terror is on the Dozo, which is obviously the issue, but we can hit it with a Freeze Dry. And that way, if it's anything except Steel or Fire, we should be fine. And then the last mon, I don't really like Hydreigon here, to be honest. I almost think a late game Talonflame might be pretty good, like just being able to come in with a Brave Bird. I don't really see the point of Serena. Like, you get hit by the Ice Spinner, Dondozo. I mean, I guess I could taunt Dondozo if it's a substitute set. Yeah, that could be quite important, actually. Okay, we'll bring Serena. If it's going to sit there and go taunt, sub, anything else annoying, then at least then we can just go, do you know what? Did I say taunt sub? Protect sub, anything else, no, at least we can just shut it down and go, no, you're not doing that. This team doesn't have a Hazemon, so we are just going to have to try and limit what the Dozo can do. This is really interesting, and it looks like they just want to get rain-boosted Dozo hits off, which is fine. I think I need to get Gravity up here. Plus the Hypnosis, but at +2, that becomes a slight problem. I think Sandy Shocks will outspeed the Dozo regardless on the first turn. So let's go for the Gravity. I don't think I need to... Do I want to Terra here just for the type situation? I probably do, don't I? Okay, we'll Terra first turn, go Gravity. And in case he targets the Espathra, I'm going to go for Protect. On the following turn, I can then, of course, just click Hypnosis and we should be fine. The Tatsugiri comes in. Are we going to see the Terrestrialization first turn? I don't think we will, personally. Because I think he'll just go for the knockout into the Sandy Shocks. And honestly, I don't even know if we take a rain-boosted +2 Wave Crash. We probably don't, to be totally honest. And this is probably a complete waste of a Terra. But on the chance that we do take it, we get put in a great situation because then we can start blasting off Thunders, so... Honestly, this is probably a waste of a Terra, and I probably should be Terraing Bundle, but it's fine. Espathra goes Protect. Like I said, maybe they just aim into Espathra here, because they don't want to get hit by the Hypnosis. Maybe they click up Earthquake here. Surf? It's Special Dondozo? What's going on here? That we might take, actually. We might take the Surf. We don't take the Surf. Okay, that's fine. Special Dondozo? Wait, do you reckon it's like Specs? Specs, Rain, +2 Commander. Life Orb. Oh, that is wild. That is absolutely wild. Let's bring in the bundle. Let's bring in the bundle. And obviously, I can actually take advantage of my opponent's Rain with the Hydro Pumps from bundle, which is great. But here, I lose nothing by just going Freeze Dry plus Hypnosis. This honestly isn't a bad situation to be in at all. Here we go. Like I said, it's a shame we can't Terror, but it's fine. And let's start blasting off these Freeze Dries then, shall we? I don't know how many Freeze Dries it's going to take. Okay, after a Lumina Crash, we take it out. Great. Fantastic. Let's go Freeze Dry again. Maybe they Terror into a Steel type. They probably don't, though. And I think we can very methodically take this Dondozo team apart. Followed up with a Freeze Dry. Yeah, Dozo takes the one knockout on my Magneton friend, unfortunately, but kind of goes that way sometimes. Like Magnetons, I keep calling it Magneton. Sandy Shocks is kind of, you know, not super important for this matchup. It's actually going to be the Dreadnought that comes in. And funnily enough, I think Espathra is at like +2 speed, +3 speed? +3 speed, so we can actually just click Hypnosis into it. And Freeze Dry the Tatsugiri. Espathra, of course, hits the Hypnosis because we are in the... we're in the Gravity. Gotta remember that it's called Gravity. Now, are you Scarfed? Are you Sash Tatsugiri? That's the next question. You are Scarfed, and you're going for the Muddy Water in the rain. You're going to probably get an... No, you don't get an accuracy drop, so you're just going to drop to this Freeze Dry. Okay, Iron Bundle and Espathra doing good work here. Doing some really good work. What do we have in the back? We've got Serena in the back, right? So, we haven't seen a Terrestrialization. I think in this situation, we Freeze Dry the Pelipper. Pelipper don't tend to run Protect. And I'm going to protect Espathra in case he wakes up and just tries to knock it out so that I can't Hypnosis again. But Pelipper don't tend to run Protect. The Dreadnought wakes up, and he actually has Rock Slide! Of course he does. That's silly of me. Why didn't I think about that? He gets the first turn Wake as well. Which, if you don't know the way sleep turns work, that turn he had a 33% chance to wake up, and the gravity returns to normal. Oh, this has made this game a little bit awkward. So I think the play here is probably to double up into Pelipper. I feel like I should have gone like double Protect in case he wakes up, but then I'm just in the same situation the following turn. So it's like, you know, what am I gonna do? Do we go? Thing is, he's going to go for Hurricane into Serena, and I know that. But Dreadnought is gonna see Serena as the threat. So we'll go Lumina Crash. Unfortunately, this isn't going to be buffing his defense anytime soon. We'll go for the Lumina Crash. Can Serena take out this Pelipper? I can't really see it, but maybe he goes for the Rock Slide. That's enough to take out Espathra. And really, that's the game. So you can kind of see how important it is for this team to have the speed advantage. In 2 games here, we're against teams that have very strong forms of speed control, right? Like, we dealt with the Dondozo fine, but trying to deal with the rain afterwards, we kind of just collapsed to it. And, you know, I said in Team Preview, maybe Talonflame would have been a better choice. And looking back on it, I think it would have been a much better choice. What name does Talonflame have? It has a Life Orb. So really, I would have been able to go for Tailwind with Talonflame, but I feel like I don't have much offense in that situation. Okay, yeah, like, we've got Life Form and Brave Bird, but maybe Brave Bird does a lot of damage to the Pelipper, I'm not sure. But I also think I made a mistake with the Terrestrialization, right? Like, if I Terra... I shouldn't have Terra'd the Sandy Shocks in that situation, because it was so... I think because DONDOZO, it was just like... I mean, to be fair, I didn't really see a Surf coming at all. Like, that caught me right off guard. But I'm just kind of wondering what else I could have done. Like, first turn, I think I had to go for the Gravity and the Hypnosis. I think that was the right thing to do. Did I do that, or did I go Gravity Protect? I think I went Gravity Protect. Because I needed to get my speed turns up. Yeah, I'm not really sure, to be honest. I'm not really sure. That first turn wake up kind of screwed me. Like, if he doesn't get the first turn wake up, I'd probably go on to win that game. Because then you stay asleep. I take out the Pelipper. It's then a 2v1. I would then go Freeze Dry plus Lumina Crash, or Lumina Crash into Freeze Dry on it. If it goes for the Rock Slide, maybe he still wins it. I'm not really sure, but yeah, I feel like you have to try and make sure you have the speed advantage with this team, otherwise you will lose. Because the team has no defensive utility other than a few protects. But and also it's really frail. Like Bundle, Espathra, Talonflame, they're all super frail. But that's kind of... I mean, the Espathra is built with loads of defense EVs and like not a lot of HP and not a lot of special attack. I don't know. Personally, I'm not really a fan of this team. No, I haven't played with it. But if you guys want to give it a go, all the links will be in the description as usual. And I'll catch you next time.